Hello. Okay, dokily dokie. We are back with another week of Tower of Reader. Okay, Omniscient Reader's Tower of God. Last week, very controversial. That's what many people have said. And I am on the side of not liking it. I mean, by itself, I think it makes sense. Ruck doesn't deserve this transformation, but he was. We all knew he would get transformations and become more powerful and all of these kind of things. I just think execution, the way that Ruck got this power up, just felt completely undeserved. Like there was no. Why did he get it? There was no way there. We didn't see any training. We didn't see any lead up to it, build up to it. It was just like something saying like, oh yeah, Ruck is an ancient. 200 chapters später. 200 chapters later, yeah, Ruck awakened his power now. Yeah, no, this could have been done differently. But it's still interesting, and I want to see how it develops, because there could be some developments connected to this that could change a lot of things in Tower of God again. Last week, I also adjusted my Tower of God ranking from 6.6 to a 6.4, which is a sad downfall, and also characters changing their ranks because some of them haven't appeared for a long time or just haven't done anything, or just Tiara being a new character who went up there. Gusing is just a legacy point at this part of the story, actually. But without further ado, let's get into Tower of God episode 191 of season 3, or in total episode 608. Late chess pieces. This arc will probably be quite long. I'm expecting to... It could only be a 5 chapter arc, but it could also be like literally an 8 to 9 chapter arc. It depends on what might interrupt the slated chess pieces situation. Because sometimes, even though the literal chess piece game is not done yet, they could technically switch over to something else. It's like Kermit has become an ancient creature. That frog bastard. I still like her design, because she has some very strong arguments for her design. And this necklace, which is obviously the strong argument I'm talking about, is there something behind it? Hear that mouth of yours right up your face. Look at him, finally being a big frog again. Oh, he shattered that weapon! Well, we don't know how strong that weapon is. It could be... If it was an ignition weapon, that would mean a lot more, but I have no idea what it means to shatter this weapon. What the hell? He just bit right through it! Nom 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 nom. How can this be? He looked like an ordinary regular only a minute ago. How did he suddenly get so strong? There's definitely something strange going on here. By the way, like, is this junk hanging out? Oh no. Is this PG-18? Now I really want to catch that dinosaur. Wait, are these blood wings? I wonder what her powers are. Like, from which branch family, like, from which branch is she like the leader? Actually fully... there's no connection to this at all. Wait, let me pull it up if my mind is even working correctly. Why did I see Ruck in this form and my first thought was Bionicle? Like, wait, Rock Bionicle. Maybe there's some sort of Rock Bionicle. Rock Tribe. I mean, they don't really look... Okay, I don't know, Ruck... Maybe Ruck is just a Bionicle. Ancients are just Bionicles. Does anybody remember that? I think it's just like a very... I don't know, was it ever big anywhere else? I remember it, but I grew up in Germany, so I have no idea if it was anywhere big in other parts of the world. I think some people watched it. I don't know. If you watch Bionicle, plus 1 point you. Okay. That looks hella disgusting. Is this flesh? This looks like literally a meatball. I don't know. Is it? It looks very bloody and all these different lines. Like if Seal wanted to draw something disgusting, yeah, he did a good job. He did a very good job. Well, okay. Hi. Nice to see you. Chupacabra. That's a fictional being from Mexico? Goat sucker? It's Spanish or Mexican? Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. But I have no idea how they look like. But in Tower of God, they look like this. Suck all the blood out of that frog and turn him into a puppet for me. That frog is going to be mine. Kermit! Frosty Bear, freeze them all! Like, looking at the Frosty Bear here, he also has like his entire, or their entire body covered in like ice compared to Rack's stone. So I just want to know more about these freaking ancients. Like they have been teased for so long, and we don't know anything about them. Like I would like to see a compilation of all the information we have about ancients. And I think that compilation wouldn't be even 1 page long. There's nothing we know about them. They're super strong. They have been in the tower since ages. Oh, it's fruit got frozen. Sheesh. The sheep around me is freezing so quickly. I have to get out of here. Did Bum just lose? Nah, no way, no way. It's probably just going to smash all of the ice to get out of there. Too slow. Okay, there's the rock attacks from Rock. Okay, some battle sequences. But it seems like... Okay, looking at this to maybe get a good grasp on like power, like scaling of everything. I mean, his attacks did penetrate through the Chupacabra, but it doesn't seem like there has been any sort of real damage. Like, I don't know, it just feels like there's no real body in this being, so I feel like the physical rock attacks might also just be a bad matchup, but it feels like it didn't do that much. And once again, he's surrounded by all of the flesh. So what's going to happen here? Just this... I'm not the biggest fan of grotesque designs, but I think this is a very, very cool design. Just like, it obviously is horrifying. Tower of God is not the most horror story, but I think this is... We had a few pretty horror depictions when Tiara literally just sliced through the people. I think that was pretty gory. And now this, I think Tower of God might be continuing to go down a darker path. That's it. Once all the blood has been drained, I'll refill him with my blood and turn him into a puppet. Huh? Okay, it's bursting, so he's getting out of there. She's dodging a bit. Is that that must be a spear throw from Kermit the Frog. Is this her broken weapon? Or did she change weapon? It kind of looks like some sort of hair, like comb, like some sort of weird comb. Huh? Ah! Okay, so he's actually hurting. Which means this guy jumped from being a normal regular to being... What's her name? Lopobia branch leaders. Her name was... Hell, what was her name? Chupacabra. Is she even a branch leader? Lopobia... It's not Lidodo. Is she? Kokoko... Pudidi? No. Names are Rashut? I think she might be... Yeah, she's Rashut. Rashut is a high ranker. We don't know exactly what place she is like in the ranking, but a high ranker is somebody who is in the 1000s, like in the top 1000 of the tower. Not considering Blue Hole and everything. So Ruck went from, I don't know, something in the whatever ranks to top 1000 with not much of an explanation, with not much of any reason why he got this much of a jump besides bloodline. Power of God really is a story about, yeah, these things are not fair. It's all about nepotism. It's all about nepotism. He made the long stone spear. You bastard! I have a big imagination going right now. You see how Kermit here, our good old Kermit friend Frog, is not talking at all? After this whole thing is over, he somehow is going to switch back into his small form and has forgotten everything that happened. Has no idea what happened and has no idea how to tap back into that power. He's going to go back into that small form. Huh? She gets... Rashut! Look at him just chilling there. Unintended because he's in ice and he's pretty cool. Oh, he's activating his devil horns. I'm still waiting for something here. What is that snake? Yeah, what is that snake? Because it's not Leviathan. Kunsai! Hey, are you going to keep following me around like this forever? Does it make you nervous that I have the king? It's still super stupid. I said it multiple times, maybe not on stream, but if I was smart, and Dumas was not a stupid character, he just got stupefied because he's acting with Kun right now, and when Kun is there, other characters lose IQ points, because Kun has to appear smart, which he isn't even that. He isn't even all that smart. So many of his strategies have failed, but he's still being portrayed as this ultra smart character. Like, if I was Dumas, without any weird intentions, I would have said, son of Kun, strip. Remove all your clothing, remove all of the items inside of your pockets. And then I would look at these things and see, oh my, why are there multiple chess pieces? Oh, you have that chess piece here, which you said that you are the king, but you also have this completely different chess piece looking so distinguishable, so different to all the other chess pieces you have. So this different one, this must be the real one, right? This guy is so stupid. There's no reason for him to get through with this situation again. Seeing that he's following me without attacking, there's definitely been some sort of change. But I can't tell what he's thinking behind that mask. I'm still wondering, like, this is a mask, yes, so obviously he doesn't have 5 eyes, but what does he look like behind the mask? Dang it, I'm not sure if he's really taking the bait or not. I hope Dumas is playing with him. If Dumas is not playing with him, I'm literally going to be angry how Kun is going to get out of these situations again and again. Like, Siu, please kill an important character. I know you have endgame plans for Kun and Ruck, but both of them should have already died multiple times. I only have one option right now. I need to keep wandering around like this while avoiding Bam. Until I find someone who can beat Dumas for me. And there's nobody here! Dumas is literally the strongest person inside of this entire game right now. Nobody can compete with him. There's nobody. Those 3 are the only people in this game who could defeat Dumas. Obviously, yes, Träumerei and Gasting, I did not count those 2, but I don't think... Didn't we already see that Tiara was not able to defeat Dumas? I'm not entirely sure about Tiara, but Poido's family leader is on the same side as Dumas, so I better avoid him. I don't even know what Träumerei is doing at the moment. On another note, I wonder if the Traumerei, sorry. On another note, I wonder if the Lopobia family leader realizes that his branch leaders have turned against him. I don't suppose he'd forgive them if he found out. I don't exactly want to side with Lopobia's family leader, but I also don't like the fact that he was betrayed by his own branch leaders. They're supposed to be the heart of the family. And why do you don't like that? You're all about betrayal. You have betrayed so many people so far, but when somebody else does the betraying, you think it's wrong? I mean, you're literally betraying the Kun family. Aren't you also like part of the heart? As a member of one of the 10 great families myself, that pisses me off. What? You hate the 10 great families. You hate the Kun family. You want to take it over. You want to get revenge on Edouard. What? How does this make sense? Am I misunderstanding this? Or is Kun just being another, like, having one of his another, like, hypocritical moments? Huh? What about Dumas? Did he wipe out all those scumbag branch leaders for me? Look! It's the branch leaders. They're nearby. It's worth a shot. My goal is to keep him from running into Bum anyway. All I need to do is stay alive and make it to the arena with Bum. So until then, I'll do as I please. After all, I have the best chess piece of anyone. That shot was done intentional. That's one of the irregulars' teammates. Look, behind him! Oh my god! That's Dumas! I want to continue reading Tower of God, but it might be time for me to refresh my mind and do something else. Which is good, because if I wasn't reading Omniscient Reader after this and was only reading Tower of God as weekly streams, I would literally go insane. I would literally go insane. I could not. I'm literally sure I would not be able to handle this. And it hurts me because I want to gas this story up. I think it has so much potential, and I still think the world is like one of the most expansive ones in Webtoon or like fiction, and people are saying like the world building is great and everything. Yes, but it's not expandable. We're getting like small parts of the world building here and there, but then we never talk about it again. So I cannot even call the world building amazing. Like, the world building is the best part, but I still think at most it's like a 7.5 out of 10 or something. And you must remember, my scaling, my scores are quite harsh, just because that's the kind of person I am. I'm very harsh with my scores, just because I think that's what these things deserve. A harsh ranking, Because if you look at Webtoon and see how this thing has a 9.86, and 9.86, it's like almost the perfect story considering it goes up to 10. How can it be almost the perfect story? Every Webtoon story is this high. Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint has a 9.91. Which is why in Webtoon, I often ignore the first number and just see, oh, this is an 86 out of 100. And this is a 91 out of 100, which are still very high rankings. But I think this first number, nah, the 9, you can forget that. I don't even know if there are any Webtoons that have an 8 at the beginning. Like, is there any Webtoon with an 8 at the beginning? That thing must suck. Or if it has an 8 at the beginning, it might be either because it sucks or because people hate, like, ranked it. But anyways, this has been my rant about Tower of God. My weekly rant about this chapter. I am interested to see what Rocket's doing here. I'm wondering if you will remember this whole thing that's going to happen, or if it's going to be just another ability that's one time and it's not going to appear for 500 chapters in the future. I want to see the developments. I want to see how Kun is going to get out of the situation, or if Dumas is just playing with him. But all these things are stupid. Kun shouldn't be alive. Rak shouldn't be alive. Bam is the protagonist. I don't want Bam to be like the avenger of all people and all of his friends are dying and he needs to get revenge for all of them. But some of these characters, they should have been dead. Tower of God, just like One Piece, is suffering from not going through with killing many characters. Kunin should have died, Kinemon should have died. Who else here? I don't know. Usopp should have died. But with that controversial take at the end here, I'm going to stop my Tower of God stream for the day, and I'm going to come back in probably half an hour with Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. Until then, all of you, take care. Pyro out. Bye.